Yo, I know this video is going to trigger a lot of long-term investors, value investors, people that used to be in the investing market for like a couple of years, 20 years now. But this is my take as to why Warren Buffett is outdated in this day and age, and listening to this guy for investing advice is actually making you lose gains, and this is why. So disclaimer, everything said in this video is only for educational purposes. Make sure to always do your own research. But if you're new here, watch the very end. But this is why you should listen to me, Midas. Will I beat the S&P 500 by 103x in less than a year? If you want the proof, check out my YouTube description on my link tree. It shows you the date of all my calls, the tickers I invest in, as well as where the call was posted, whether it was YouTube or TikTok, and my total P&L, which is over 4,000%. If you want to take a look at all my stock picks, check it out on my YouTube description on my link tree. Let's get to the video, which is why Warren Buffett's advice will keep you poor, especially if you're under 30. And I believe that Warren Buffett's investing advice is dead for young people, and young people should not listen to it. So this is why Warren Buffett's advice is so outdated and bad for our generation. The first reason is because he started in a different era. Buffett started investing in the 1950s when markets were inefficient, few people had access to information, and PE ratios were low. Today's market is flooded with quants, algorithms, and instant data. Buying undervalued companies isn't as easy anymore. And if you do identify it, usually someone else already has a hand into it. So it's not more about finding these companies that are, very undervalued and under the scope and being the only one that can do it. It's more just tailing the smart money. That's how I feel that switch in mindset is. Also, most of his wealth came late. Over 99% of Buffett's net worth came after age 50. His strategy worked, but if you want to be rich at 80, not if you want to retire early or build wealth fast. And buy and hold forever doesn't work with tech cycles. Tech moves very fast nowadays. Companies that dominate today, like Meta, Tesla, etc., could fall back tomorrow if a competitor like, let's say, Google launches this new AGI or super intelligence that just takes over all AI, then Meta or Tesla are basically screwed. But holding forever worked for Coca-Cola. But try that with Snap, Zoom, or Block, and you probably will get burned in the next decade. Predicting the next decade is not about determining, what is going to be the next big thing, but it's more about what technology is disrupting society, and that would have an impact in the next 10 years or so. Buffett also doesn't touch disruption. He avoided Apple since until it became a value stock. He has no exposure to crypto, AI, Web3, the highest growth sectors in the modern economy, from basically saying that he doesn't invest in what he doesn't understand. And that's true. I think you shouldn't really invest in things you don't understand, but I think you should also take the time to understand it so that you're not left behind because technology is disrupting our world every single day. Would you want to be left behind because you don't understand something, or try to learn it and try to understand why it would be so beneficial and invest in it because you believe it's the future? So a circle of competence model can also be limiting. Like I mentioned, invest in what you understand sounds safe, but it leads people to ignore innovation and stick to boring, low return industries. Like, I don't know that much about quantum computing, but I still invested in D-Wave and Rigetti because I looked into what quantum computing was doing for the world and how it could change the world in the next couple of years or decades. And that's why I invested into it. I might not know all the specifics about quantum mechanics, but I did understand that quantum computing is a big thing and a big technology disruptor. He also has access to things you don't. Buffett gets private deals, preferred shares, and bail offers from the government. And he also holds forever because he can afford to. Most young people don't have the capital or timeline to wait 40 years for compound interest. Time in the market works, but if you're poor now, you can't afford to wait. Be fearful when others are greedy doesn't work in these meme markets because the sentiment moves in minutes, not months. I feel like nowadays, especially in our bull market, there's so much news out there. Market just swings off of what Trump says or what the news is on. Everything is just all about the news nowadays, basically a meme market. So if you're waiting for fear to enter the chat, you already missed the pump. You need to get in before even a fear sets in. And modern investors, I believe, need asymmetric bets, especially in 2025, to prepare for the next decade and the next 5+ years. With crypto, startups, AI, these are bets with 10x plus potential. But Buffett doesn't touch them, and that's fine for him. Not for someone like myself or like you guys trying to escape the 9 to 5, where you want to invest in your future, use investments as a way to escape the matrix as well as get your financial freedom and be able to live the life on your own terms. If you have any questions about this hot take, comment them down below and I'll respond when I can. I love these questions. But I'm also launching an exclusive Midas Discord community, which will be live once I hit 10,000 followers on TikTok. However, I'm releasing my first batch of 100 applicants this week, most likely tomorrow or Friday or Saturday. So stay tuned for that. If you want to join the wait list, check out my YouTube description on my link tree. But I'm going to be posting exclusive crypto and stock alpha every single week before my YouTube or TikTok even gets hit. And if you like the video, subscribe. I appreciate the support of all my followers. But yeah, if you have any questions, comment them down below. That's all I got. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.